So the last thing to discuss here in the data management part of this is there are certain roles that people take, and in uh, the last set of slides and last set of videos, I mentioned that there are certain people and certain types of things that people do in a data management situation. So we'll talk about that in a little more detail now. First is data administration. So these are the people who ensure that the definition of the data, the quality of the data, and the accessibility of the data are being met. So they set rules, they set procedures, they set standards for how the data should look. They ensure that the data meets those standards or the standards that are required for the data to remain useful in its situation, and then allowing appropriate parties to access the data when they need it to perform work. So that's data administration. This is the person who controls the data itself. There is someone else called a database administrator, and I did this for a while in a previous professional job. This is when you are performing management and control of the software that's used to access the data. So you monitor the day-to-day performance, you remove and archive obsolete data, you maintain the list of users in coordination with the data administrator, you maintain backups of the data, you tune the database performance, and you provide expertise and advice on database design. Then we have a role called the repository administrator. The repository administrator is the provision of the database administration specifically to support the data administrator. So it kind of is the go-between among the other two roles. So it provides internal support of the data management function, and it's the most technical role because it deals with exact data storage mechanisms. So this is somebody that understands hardware in addition to the database that sits on top of it. So the repository administration role is someone who can speak hardware, but they can also speak software and be the interpreter between the database administrator and the systems that the data find themselves stored upon.